Associate 5342 Washington star 1 star 32 Zurich 17 star 2 pod 6 runway 33.
Yeah, we can do 3.
Oh, did you see that?
Yep, we saw it.
There are a lot of lessons that we can learn with God's help from that crash. The flight that crashed over the Potomac on January 29, 2025, which was Rosh Chodesh Shevat, was it American Eagle Flight 5342, full of figure skaters hit by an Army Black Hawk helicopter, which was flown by a female pilot, and the 2 other deceased on board were 2 men. The very day of the crash, first of all, last week was a crash, was Parashat Bo. Every Torah portion is split up in what's called aliyot, where each day has a corresponding Torah portion. And the section for the exact day of the crash, since the crash happened after sunset, according to the Hebrew calendar, it's the day has already started. So it's not the last day of the month of Tevet. It's Rosh Chodesh Shevat. It's the, I believe, 5th Aliyah. Book of Exodus, chapter 12, verse 21 through 28. And it's the Pesach offering. Now, at first, if we didn't learn deeply and we didn't learn from Rabbi Reagan, we would have no clue how this connected to the flight and the crash or anything. But with God's help, we will learn this. Moses called all the elders of Israel and said to them, "Draw forth or buy for yourselves one of the flock for your families and slaughter the Pesach offering, the Passover offering. You shall take a bundle of hyssop and dip it into the blood that is in the basin and touch the lintel and the 2 doorposts with some of the blood that is on the basin. And as for you, no man shall leave the entrance of his house until morning. Hashem will pass through to smite Egypt, and he will see the blood that is on the lintel and the 2 doorposts, and Hashem will pass over the entrance, and he will not permit the destroyer to enter your homes to smite." Now this right here should be a real obvious connection, that on the night that these planes, the helicopter and the flight crashed, there was for sure a destroyer out roaming. Let's watch it again.
Associate 5342 Washington star 1 star 32 Zurich 17 star 2 pod 6 runway 33.
Yeah, we can do 3.
Oh, did you see that?
Yep, we saw it.
The destroyer, and he will not permit the destroyer to enter your homes to smite. You shall observe this matter as a decree for yourself and for your children forever. The Olam, the Torah does not change. One thing the sages teach is that, and that's not mentioned clearly in the verses here in this passage or anywhere in the 5 books of Moses itself, is that there was another commandment, a mitzvah, in addition to the Pesach sacrifice, slaughtering the lamb. Verse 18. So God turned the people toward the way of the wilderness, the Sea of Reeds. The children of Israel were armed when they went up from the land of Egypt. The sages teach us that the Hebrew of this word, armed, has a significance. The chamushim, the root of the Hebrew word is chet mem shin, which also spells the word chomesh, or 1/5. From here, the sages teach us that only 1/5 of Am Yisrael at most merited surviving and being redeemed from Egypt. The other 4/5 all died in Egypt because they could not abandon their lusts. They could not abandon idolatry. They were too sucked in by the land. And we want to make sure that we are among the chamushim, the 5th, and we go up armed out of Mitzrayim, out of Erzot Abri, out of America. But the other thing the sages teach that is not clearly listed in the 5 books of Moses that Am Yisrael had to do to merit redemption. There was 2 bloods, dameh, that were mixed in the blood of the basin that was smeared on the lintel and the doorposts. It was the blood of Brit Milah, Briti, my covenant, not just the physical act of circumcision, but it was what the Brit Milah symbolizes. One who does not profane the holy things, one who is modest, one who does not waste seed, one who guards their eyes and guards their soul. And that's the exact passage that was read the night that the plane collided with the helicopter. A plane full of immodest figure skaters. Every day and every week, God sends us so many messages.